Samantha, how could you? You've got some explaining to do.
What's your problem?
You're terrible!
I can see that you're upset about something. Would you mind telling me what it is?
Don't make me spell it out for you. You know what you did. I can't believe you could do this to me.
I can't believe you would expect me to know what you're talking about.
He's my fiancé.
He? Who's he?
My fiancé!
Does this fiancé have a name?
I'm talking about Tim, obviously.
Tim?
Tim is my fiancé.
We were supposed to spend our lives together. And now I found out that you introduced Tim to our parents as your fiancé?
How could you be so cruel?
Hold on. Tim has always been my fiancé. What are you talking about?
You stole him from me.
I didn't steal him from anybody. He's my fiancé. Are you drunk?
Tim comes by to see me every time I'm at work.
Work? You mean the cafe?
Yeah, the one near the subway station.
He's just dropping off the products the cafe ordered. He's a delivery man.
What?
We both work at the same restaurant supply company. Your restaurant is right along Tim's regular delivery route.
That doesn't change the fact that he comes in to see me. Professional relationships turn into romantic relationships all the time.
Oh, trust me. I know all about that.
What do you mean?
Tim and I both joined the company around the same time, and we started dating a few months later. That was 5 years ago.
5 years?
In other words, since you were still in high school 5 years ago and not working, you had never met Tim when he and I started dating. Got it?
Well, so what you met him before me? Just because you met him first doesn't mean he isn't mine.
You don't get it, do you? I've been dating Tim since way before you ever met him. So how could I possibly have stolen him from you?
No, you don't get it, Samantha. Tim's feelings are for me, not you. You probably tricked him into marrying you. I bet you lied and told him our family was rich or something. You're the worst! Ugh, I feel so bad for Tim.
This is a waste of time.
Excuse me?
I'm not in the mood to entertain your delusions.
You're the one who's deluded.
I hope you come back to reality sooner rather than later. Bye, Olivia.
Hey, don't you run away from me! Samantha, you're gonna pay for stealing Tim from me. $50,000. Pay up.
Huh? What now?
When I told Mom and Dad about what you did, they were furious. Unless you paid me $50,000 and give Tim back to me, they're gonna cut you off.
Unreal. They're taking your side again.
Of course they are. I'm the one telling the truth.
I can't believe my own parents are clueless enough to believe the insane rantings of a deranged lunatic. This is embarrassing.
What's it gonna be, Samantha? You gonna pay or not?
Not a chance. Why would I pay for something I didn't do?
What? What? If you're not gonna pay, then break up with Tim and never speak to me again.
Why would I break up with him? We're getting married.
No, you're not. Do you have any idea how mad Mom and Dad are?
Yeah, I have a pretty good idea. I just don't care.
You'd better start caring.
Whether it's food, clothes, phone, or men, you've been taking what's mine for as long as I can remember. And our parents always took your side. You always told some ridiculous story. They always believed you. And no matter what I said to them, I always ended up getting punished in the end. I'm better off without a family like that. I'm never coming home again.
Really? You're not? Yes! You're gonna give Tim back to me too, right? Oh, now we can get married! Yes, yes, yes! Samantha, How could you? You've got some explaining to do.
Oh boy, here we go again. Wasn't I cut off from the family? Why are you messaging me?
What did you say to Tim? Tim stopped coming to see me. I told everyone at the cafe we're engaged. And a few days later, he stopped coming.
Oh yeah, his old route. He transferred, Olivia.
Transferred?
He's not a delivery driver anymore. He works in the main office.
You did this, didn't you?
Huh?
You got jealous of me and Tim, and you're trying to keep us apart.
Olivia? Do you know what I do at this company? I'm not an executive or anything. I'm just a regular employee. I don't have the power to move people around due to personal vendettas.
Really? If that's true, you must have seduced someone who can.
Are you serious?
I had no idea you were that kind of a woman.
Great, more delusions. Stop having such lucid fantasies about me.
Stop saying such lurid things!
Anyway, I had nothing to do with Tim's transfer. Not to mention, you don't even know Tim's number, do you?
Well,
You've only ever met him when he delivered stuff to the cafe, right? Well, have you ever met him outside of work? You expect me to believe he's your fiancé when you don't have his number and have never met him outside of work. Whatever. Just leave Tim alone.
that's my line. I'm never letting you have Tim. Samantha! How could you? I saw what you posted to Twitter. You're having a wedding? Have you no shame? I don't know how you're threatening Tim into all of this, but I'm gonna put a stop to it. You don't know a thing about love. You'll never have a relationship with Tim like I do. I'm not gonna let this wedding happen. I'm gonna save Tim from you, just you watch. Samantha! How could you? You set me up.
Not you again. What do you mean I set you up?
I was trying to save Tim from a loveless marriage with you. So I stormed into the ceremony and rushed the altar. But when I got there, the bride and groom were two different people. You and Tim weren't there. You went so far as to organize a fake wedding to trick me? You're such a jerk.
Olivia, this is too much, even for you. Tim and I decided to skip the full ceremony and just got wedding pictures taken instead.
Pictures? When?
Yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah, and we delivered the papers to the courthouse right after, so we're now officially man and wife.
No! You can't do that! Divorce him! Now!
Don't you have more pressing concerns right now, Olivia?
Like what?
You said you stormed into a wedding in progress? Where was this?
Why do I need to tell you? It was your plan.
Again with the delusions. Just tell me where it was.
It was at Wilderberg Ceremony Hall.
Oh, okay. That's the place where we booked our wedding photos.
It is?
So, to summarize, you got the date for a wedding wrong and completely ruined the wedding for whoever had the misfortune of planning it for the day you finally jumped off the deep end.
Wait.
You're in big trouble, Olivia.
Samantha, you better have money. You get ready to send it to me. You really messed up. The couple from the wedding you tricked me into storming into are suing me for the cost of their wedding. They want $50,000. Lucky for you, that's exactly what you owe me for stealing Tim away from me. So send me the money soon. So pay me the $50K and we can call it even. Oh, right. I'll give you the couple's bank account number, so wire it directly to them yourself. Oh, and make it fast. Samantha! How could you? You still haven't wired the $50K? Their lawyer just called me. They're really mad they haven't gotten your payment yet. Ugh, Samantha! You really are the worst. Mom and Dad are mad too, you know. Oh, and hurry up and divorce Tim. Answer me, Samantha! Samantha! How could you? Why did you tell our uncle about everything? He's saying I'm insane. He wants to lock me up in some hospital. All I wanted to do was marry Tim. Why did you have to get in my way? Why is everyone acting like I'm crazy?
I finally got sick of Olivia's endless messages, so I tried calling my uncle on my dad's side to see if there was anything he could do to help. I guess he never had a very good relationship with my dad. And the last they had ever met was 16 years ago at my grandmother's funeral. The call came as a surprise to him, but he heard me out and said he would help. The next time he messaged me, he said he got my parents to sell their house to pay off the couple from the wedding and put my sister in a place where she can get some mental help. I wish I would have asked him for help sooner. We could have saved everyone a lot of grief. Tim and I decided we wanted to put as much distance between us and this family as possible. So we both submitted transfer requests to our company. We ended up going to a regional office near Tim's parents' house. His parents treat me like their own daughter, so it's nice to finally experience what having a real family feels like.
Mrs. Bolton? What are you thinking kicking me out of my room? Me and my son are going to be living in this high-rise condo without you from now on. But this is my house. No, this is me and my son Carlo's house. Honestly, how many times do I have to tell you until you understand? The husband is the pillar of the household, which means that Carlo is the owner of this house, and I am Carlo's mother, meaning that I have the right to decide whether you can live here or not, but you still repeatedly insist that this is your house, acting all arrogant. I hate your face so much it makes me sick. Why did Carlo marry a woman like you in the first place? Mrs. Bolton, you keep calling me you, but I have a name, Erica. A bitch like you doesn't need a name. I hate you from the bottom of my heart. Leave. I understand that you enjoy insulting me, your son's wife, but haven't you noticed how both your husband and your son look at you? I said this is me and Carlo's room, not yours. Besides, I already decided to divorce my husband. And isn't your husband telling you to quit it and just come home already? It's already been 3 months since he barged into our house and just started living here, not to mention that you kicked me out of the room that I'm the owner of. It doesn't matter. You just have to divorce Carlo and we won't have any more problems. What? Divorce? I don't need a man so poor that he can only get a shabby apartment to live in. Once I divorce him, I'll have no choice but to move in with my son, which means that I'll automatically be able to live in this high-rise condo in a room on the 40th floor. That's why you're divorcing him? Who cares about the reason? I'll divorce him if I want to. Anyways, I'm not going to let you return to this house. What do you plan on doing with my stuff? At the present, I only have my phone and wallet in the bag I'm putting them in. Hire a moving company to pick up your stuff for you. I'll let you do that at least. I'm not going to let you come back here no matter what. Is that so? Fine, I understand. If you come, I'll call the police for trespassing. That's exactly what I want to tell you, but alright. Huh? I guess if this means that I no longer have to live with you, then alright, I guess. Hi, Carlos. I know you're currently on a business trip, but this is urgent.
Oh. Hi, Erica.
Is now a good time?
Yep, I'm free right now. What's the matter? You were taking a day off today, right?
Your mother kicked me out of our house.
What?
I went to buy some stuff at the convenience store and she locked me out.
You didn't bring a key with you?
I thought I did, but when I looked at my key holder, only my house key was gone. I think your mother must have stolen it.
Jesus, that woman's going too far.
Hey, Carlo. I understand painfully well now that your mother has wanted to live in a high-rise condo for a long time now, but I feel that recently she's been a lot more fervent about it than usual. She's even saying that she's going to divorce your father so she can live at our house.
What? She said that?
I'm sorry, but I ended up unconsciously muttering under my breath, "This family is done for."
It must have been that serious if she made you say that.
I'll send you screenshots of the conversation we had by text after she kicked me out of our condo. I'll let you decide whether to show it to your dad or not.
All right. Got it.
Well, that's the situation. What she's doing seems a bit strange, even for your mother. I think something must have happened to her.
Oh, that reminds me. Dad told me this recently, but apparently the daughter of an old friend of Mom's married an extremely rich capitalist.
By your old friend, do you mean that person your mother sometimes insults and complains about?
Yep, that person. For some reason, Mother sees her as a rival.
Didn't she lose her husband 20 years ago and raised her daughter basically on her own?
Yep. Mother apparently thought that she was better than her, as a woman, because she had a husband and her friend didn't. But her daughter married a capitalist, and a filthy rich one at that. And apparently the newly married couple proposed themselves that she lived with them on the 30th floor of a high-rise condo.
Oh, and we live on the 40th floor, so it's 2 floors higher.
Yep, that's it. I don't think it matters since we live in different buildings. But apparently Mother doesn't think that way.
I see. I think I now understand what your mother's thinking, but I won't just let her take over our house because of something that stupid.
Agreed. Anyways, we have to do something about you being kicked out. Why didn't you contact the landowners?
Yeah, I considered about that too, but given the timing, I thought that it would be better if we set into motion that plan we were talking about.
Huh? Oh, that plan. I was thinking of letting you decide when we do it, but given the situation, are you sure it's all right?
It is a bit inconvenient, but the preparation is almost complete, so there shouldn't be a problem. Now I just need the cooperation of you and your father.
Got it. I'll contact Dad about it.
Thanks. I'm counting on you.
On the other hand, though, what are you going to do tonight?
I'm going to stay in the business hotel near the station. I intend on going as soon as I can check in.
All right, got it. I'm so sorry about my mother. I'm going to support what you're trying to do as much as I can.
Yep, I'm counting on you.
Oh, looks like I need to get back to work soon.
Thanks. I know you're busy. Take care.
Yep, don't push yourself too hard.
The moving company you hired came. Yep, it's just as they told me. All they have to do is take all the stuff in my room, so you don't need to do anything. Yeah, I don't care as long as you leave. By the way, I heard you sent your husband the divorce papers? Yep. I mean, why would I live with him when my son lives in a high-rise condo like this? I don't need a husband that lives in a shack of an apartment anymore. I got a text from him earlier saying that he turned in the divorce papers as well, so now me and Carlo can live together, just the two of us as a family. Carlo says he's going to talk to the people at the moving company, so I'll go and watch a movie or something. In my opinion, it would be best for you not to get too ahead of yourself, though. Erica! Is something the matter? What's the meaning of this? Why? I understand that your stuff is gone, but where is Carlo's stuff? Why did everything except my stuff disappear? I'm going to need you to take your stuff out of the room soon as well. What? Why? But me and Carlo are supposed to live in this high-rise condo together from now on. We decided to give up that room for rent. Huh? What do you mean? I thought I explained this to you before, both when I got married to Carlo and when you suddenly started living with us. The room at the high-rise condo is something I inherited from my late father. Huh? Me, the owner, am no longer going to live there. So instead of just making it an empty room, I decided to give it up for rent to earn some revenue. Hold on, wait. Your father had a large enough income to buy a room at a high-rise condo like this? Yes, he was. He ran a company. You mean he was a CEO? Also, I inherited his money, and your son Carlo is an employee there. What? Carlo's an employee at the company you own. Yep, he's the head of the marketing department. Are you lying? No, I'm not. Then, does that mean that I threw away my new life at a high-rise condo by my own doing? Yep, that's what it means. What did you say? If that's the case, Erica, it's fine if you continue living here. I told you I was giving it up for rent. Let's forget anything happened and continue living together just like before. Speaking of which, if you're a CEO, then that must mean that Carlo struck a fortune with you. You should have told me about it sooner. How was I supposed to know? Let's get along from now on, right, Erica? Please, pack your stuff and leave in 3 days. Huh? Decide for yourself where you're going to move to. But that's going to be a problem for me. My parents' house no longer exists. I can't go home to my husband's house anymore either, since I already sent him the divorce papers. What do you want me to do? Well then, goodbye. Where are you telling me I should go? Erica! Carlo? Hey, at least you're still my ally, right?
Mother,
Carlo, I'm so glad you replied.
I'm going to be taking on Erica's last name, and I'm going to be living with Erica and her mother from now on.
What?
Goodbye.
Carlo, hold on. Carlo? Help your mother, please! I have nowhere left to go! Her one-sided rivalry with an old friend and her bullying of me. My mother-in-law divorced her husband based on a whim and kicked me out of the room I owned at a high-rise condo because she didn't know I was the owner. She thought she had saved her pride and was headed to victory, but in actuality, she was heading in the opposite direction. She must have never thought, even in her dreams, that she was diving headfirst into the worst possible direction. She was able to receive some property during the property division with her husband after divorce, but it seems that because of her rivalry with this old friend of hers, she was a careless spender of money. So, she spent almost all of her money on her new apartment. In this way, she lost everything, and the difference between her and our friend was almost that of heaven and hell. My mother-in-law had no skills to speak of, so now she lives a life of extreme poverty, juggling multiple low-paying jobs at once. I pity her, but I have no intention of helping her.